The following video has been brought to you by me. Hey guys, it's me, Double D, with another episode of Star Fox Adventures. Last time, we returned the Water Spellstone to the Ocean Force Point Temple, and we tried to go back to Thorntail Hollow, only to be caught by the Lightfoot Tribe, and we could have been sentenced to our death had it not been for the Cloud Runner to rescue us from certain execution. This time, Tricky suggested that we look around here because there may be a Krazoa spirit somewhere. So, first things first in exploring this Lightfoot village is what we have here, a wooden block carving. There are 3 of these hidden somewhere around Lightfoot village, and we need them to advance any further into the, well, getting through the village, because you can't really do much about it if you don't have those blocks to be put on there. Trust me, they're going to be needed for very much later. I'm gonna go feed Tricky real quick because I just noticed he's starving a little bit, and we're gonna be needing Tricky for a lot of things. One is to get ourselves started on getting things. This isn't the feed Tricky command. This is the feed Tricky command. Because what we're going to be doing involves Tricky a lot. At least for the beginning stages of this. For example, just burning down this bramble wall. And there's another hole over here for us to dig.
Look at this. Fine.
To collect. Another wooden carving. This time this is square shaped. The first one we collected was circular shaped. Something tells me that we're going to be needing these a lot, considering that the holes are of different sizes. Now we want to remember this for later, because that will come into play at a very later time, and we want to make sure we're around to do it. Okay, let me just gain some from this, and get some more grub tub to feed Tricky in case I push him too hard and make him want to do stuff that he shouldn't be doing. And if I'm not mistaken, the last hole to find those wooden blocks is here.
Fine. Okay.
Let me just get some gems to replenish my magic. I hear bloops. Screw you, Bloop! I activated the power of a cutscene to dodge your blow as I held up this triangular block in victory of how I used the cutscene to dodge you. That's how awesome I am. Anyway, so where can we use these blocks? They seem very meaningless at first, do they? Well, where we're supposed to go is to where we were sentenced to be executed had that Cloud Runner not rescued us. Which is up on top of this hill, I guess? I don't know what to call it. And execution grounds is kind of a really grim term, so I'm just gonna call this the Central Plaza, because hey, it's pretty much good for things. Gathering, execution of criminals, parties, execution of criminals, you know the works. Anyway, there's this conspicuously square hole over here. We put it in, and some platforms rise up, giving us access to more of the village than we could ever have than we ever could before. So let's do the same here. And those stone platforms will give us access to that house. And this will give us access to that one. You need at least a circular stone block to be able to move forward. Okay, so with that, let's go jump up here. And here, I fell down. Here, and here. And before we move even more forward, this place is the source of some childhood trauma involving this game. No, it did not scare me at all, but it is the source of some very terrible childhood memories. Why? Well, you'll see.
Oh, not you again. We know you didn't take our treasure, so just go away. Yeah. So, you looking for Krazoa spirits, eh?
Yes, I am.
So, maybe I help you, eh? You see, we keep a secret from the Sharp Claws. Under our village is a mighty chamber. Some say it was built by the Krazoa. Do you want to see for yourself, maybe?
Duh! Stupid question. Of course we want to see that.
Not so fast. Only if you complete the Lightfoot test can you enter.
Well,
They're laughing at you, Fox. You gotta do it now.
But before you decide, take a look at this.
The Lightfoot test that he's talking about is the source of that trauma. And one particular test is the strength of test, or the test of strength, right here. Let's see what that entails.
Let's see how strong you are.
For demonstrative purposes, I'm going to lose on purpose. You only have 1 minute to I'm going to lose on purpose. You only have 1 minute to push him into the hole. Otherwise, you will be pushed into the hole and you will lose. Now, I am button mashing as fast as I can, or at least when I was a kid. I'm trying to recreate it, but yeah. So far, I'm not getting anywhere. At least I hope I'm getting somewhere. Either that or I'm getting better at my button mashing, but this thing is the source of many grief in my childhood. But first...
Pathetic.
Oh, you do get warped back here, but yeah. This test was the source of my grief as a child in this game. And you want to know something else? Lightfoot Village Trials was the furthest I got in every single playthrough when I was a kid. I think I was 10 years old when I got it, but yeah. This was the furthest I got, and it was simply because of this test I could not complete as a kid. In fact, I'm gonna button mash as fast as I can now to defeat him, and...
Well done, Fox. You have beaten our strongest Lightfoot.
Yeah, it's not hard now, at least for me, but as a child, this thing was a nightmare. I couldn't get past this part for a whole 4 months since I got the game, so yeah. Every time I went to this place, that was pretty much the end of every single one of my playthroughs. And it got so bad that, well, first of all, my button mashing methods. My button mashing methods was the absolute worst. I apologize for breaking into sudden live action, but this was how I button mashed back in the day when I was a kid when I got this game. Yeah, it was very, very, very inefficient, and no wonder why I lost. In fact, I was so bad, I actually tried to convince my parents to get me one of those Prima guides at GameStop, which of course I failed, just to see how I could beat this thing. Of course I couldn't take a picture of it or write it down because I had nothing else to preserve it in my memory, and no advice, and I tried to memorize the advice only to fail every time. And I wanted to go to the other one first before I continue on my story. Now the tracking test. Activate all form total poles within the Lightfoot Village. Beat Musclefoot's all-time record of 2 minutes and 30 seconds to pass the test.
Activate all 4 totem pole before time runs out. Go!
Okay, so we did pass by one of those totem poles. We couldn't really do much about it because they weren't needed for a test. But yeah, it's crap. But yeah, it's pretty much find all 4 totem poles. We have seen 2 of them, and so I'm going to show you these things. I'm not going to talk much about it, but yeah. Anyway, more about the childhood story. Anyway, like I said, it got so with the test of strength and my button mashing skills were both so bad, at least my button mashing skills. They've gotten so bad, and even resorting to a Prima guide did not help me at all because all it said was, take a pen and rub the A button over it, and I had no idea what it meant. So I just took any sort of advice and just did everything I can because I was such a terrible button masher. And this went on for 4 months, and I could never get past this part. until a visit from my older cousin, who was pretty much like a god at button mashing, at least how I knew him at the time. A god of button mashing that he just, not only did he pretty much decimate that test, but he pretty much helped me on every single button mashing related thing, like say break the record for domination in Mario Party 4, for example. Basically anything button mashing that I couldn't do as a kid, he did for me. And yeah, like I said, I was stuck here for 4 months. It was that traumatic for me, and that's why this place has put a really bad impression on me. And I have to go around because I don't think I could. I think the current is pushing me away, but yeah. Yeah. The Lightfoot tests sucked for me as a kid. I can easily do them now because I'm older, but back then, it was hell. Anyway, we did it.
Well done, Fox. You have completed the tracking test. Very good. Huh. Well done, Fox. You are now honorary member of Tribe.
Well, there is the location of Krazoa's spirit, but I do want to check up something on the house up there, because I do believe it does open as soon as you complete the Lightfoot test. I'm not sure. I don't have the greatest memory of this, but in here is a couple of fuel cells that we don't need, but I will get those anyway, just because it's gonna bug me if I don't. But I'm gonna look around in those huts over there, because I do believe some things start opening up as soon as you complete the Lightfoot test. I don't know the exact science for it. Also, I like how it said exact science for side quests. Wow. But yeah, there's very few side quests in this game, and they're very inconsequential, and they don't really add anything to the story of the game at all. They're just there because they're there, sort of like padding. Oh yeah, there, it is open.
Look out for my 3 babies. I think they're in the forest.
So yeah, this opens up a little bit of a side quest. There are 3 Lightfoot mothers that are, well, as she will say,
My babies, they are so naughty. They like to play at the ground.
yeah, there are 3 Lightfoot that are looking for their babies. I tried to say babies as they would say, but sadly they're not. I can't really do it that well. Anyway, there are 3 locations the kids are. One is underground, one is in the forest, and I know there is a third one. There is a third Lightfoot mother or at least parent. I can never tell the genders of these people. Oh, right. Duh, by that house we passed by as I was doing the totem pole test. But yeah, there are 3 Lightfoot parents that are looking for their children. In fact, the last one is up here. Let me just rocket boost up and talk to the parent that is looking for their babies.
My babies like to climb trees. Find all 3 and I'll reward you.
Okay, so we're gonna be going on a child hunt after we had passed our test. The first one is underground, and incidentally, they are over here. And now you see this blue light. Well, we need to guide the children so that they touch the blue light. It's not as easy as it sounds. It is easy here because it's on closed, but they like to turn around and troll you. This can get really, really annoying really fast. So, annoying really, really fast, especially in more open places. Okay, can I get them? Can I... Okay, and I think that's 1 down. I hope. Please don't troll me and turn around. You trolled me and turned around! How dare you! How dare you! Okay. Yeah, this can be one annoying side quest due to how the AI works. Okay, there we go, that's 1 down. And now 2 more to go. This is probably the easiest actually, I don't know if I could say this is the easiest of the three, but it's the more easier ones. Okay. Okay, so it's 2 for the price of 1, but suddenly run right away. You get to the other side, so I could be able to get them both into the same direction. Unfortunately, Tricky can get in the way too, so... I know there's probably an efficient way of doing this, but I'm not... Unfortunately, I'm not capitalizing on that, so there's that. Okay, apparently touching a torch puts Fox on fire because, once again, furries and fire just don't seem to mix very well. Okay, there's one down. They're moving forward. Okay. At least they're moving forward. Okay. Oh, come on! Fine. Apparently they're making better... Oh, screw you! Yeah, this can be a really painful side quest to go through just because of the nature of the AI of these babies. And... yeah, this is not the worst of it! Oh, come on! I was making such good progress! Aye. Okay, that's 2 down! Now 1 more to go, because they keep erasing any good progress I have. Yeah, if you can't tell, I don't really care for this side quest very much. I am convinced this is RNG based. It probably isn't, and I'm having just a terrible time manipulating the AI of these babies to do what I want, and this is just the second easiest of the bunch. Okay, there we go. That's the last of the babies. Yeah, this side quest can be hell to manage. It's just because of the way the AI works, and I could be wrong about it being luck-based of how it works, but it can get really annoying really fast. And it gets even more annoying with the ones out here. They're right over there, right? Well, because this is an open area, they're gonna be pretty much running wherever they want. I managed to get one of them down easily, but don't expect it to be that easy. Unless... okay. Huh. I guess I had an easier time than I thought. I guess the open nature means that they could easily manipulate and do whatever you want, I guess? I don't know. I mean... yeah! I'm having an easier time doing this. I guess the one in underground is the harder one, I guess. And I probably got it backwards. Okay. Okay, so now part 2 is over, I think I think I got the hardest backwards, and that was the hardest I did. This one was slightly easier because at least you can sneak up on them. But the third and final one of them like to play in the trees. By the trees, they mean outside the village. What you want to do is whack with these trees. Don't worry, just whack these trees in any way. Any tree will do. Let me just defeat you, so you don't have to... I don't have to worry about these. And you see a Lightfoot baby over there? Yep. All you do is hit the tree with your staff. And there you go. I believe there are like 3 or 4 children that we need to get. I could be wrong about that. And also I like the music that plays when you knock one of the kids down. Anyway. I could be wrong about how many more trees I have yet to check. Okay, you don't contain one. You don't contain one. You do. Okay. I believe these 4 are the ones I haven't checked yet. I could be wrong about this. Okay! I guess that's all the children, I guess. So wait a minute. I'm gonna go check these trees one more time. See if I check every single tree. Okay. It looks like I did. Now, what if you want to get back into the village? I did demonstrate this for fun, for whatever reason. Just because I can. I just wanted to check to see if you can get here at an earlier time, which you can, but the way you go about it, if you have forgotten home to go back to Lightfoot Village, goes as follows in the following cutscene, if it can play.
Huh?
And that's how you get back to the Lightfoot Village whenever you want. I did demonstrate this earlier when we first went to Cape Claw. And that was just out of curiosity, because I do know the password by memory. And that's how I was able to do it early. I was curious, and yeah, I did confirm you can go in here, but nothing would happen. You could not take the test at all before you even got to this point. But yeah, it pretty much shows that you can. With that out of the way, let's go... I said let's go what? No. Let's go visit the parents of these children. And yes, I am convinced there are 3 separate parents and not 3 they're not 3 children like I am somehow suggesting. But yeah, to see how their children are doing. How the naughty children are doing now that they're home. First, let's go with these ones.
Thank you for saving my babies. Here is your reward.
Our first award, that cage is opening, which means we can now get those fuel cells, which I will now proceed to get because, well, it's now available to us, even though we have no need for fuel cells anymore because we already collected the maximum amount. But seeing that numbers tick higher just relaxes me so. Why? Because seeing numbers tick higher just is satisfying in general. Anyway, I was gonna say something about the effect of only a gamer knows the positive effects of seeing numbers tick higher, but I guess that sort of applies to everything else too. Okay. With that done. Okay, let's go over here. And I want to go to those other places over there. Because those are parents that are also missing their children. And I'm pretty sure they would love to see their children return to them as quickly as possible. Okay. Let's go up here. And I do know that these 2 huts are conveniently next to each other, so I don't have to worry about going there separately.
Thank you for saving my babies. Here is your reward.
Okay, we have 3 boxes in the plaza, so we might as well go get them as soon as we get there. And our final reward goes to this person over here.
Thank you for saving my babies. Here is your reward.
And this one is probably the best of the bunch because it evolves into a new secret. I talked as if it was a Pokemon, but it gives a new secret that we have yet to explore. Hoping I have some gems to complement it, as I am going the wrong way anyway. Okay, good. I don't have enough anyway, which means I'm gonna have to go get some gems. Okay, good. There's one right over there. Okay. Now that I got my gem, I want to use the rocket booster that was now gladly provided for us because it'll give us access to a new area that we have not explored before. And this area is of particular interest. I mean, there's nothing here right now, but if you manage to get to the end of this area, you will be greeted with, if I can find it, this thing! A cheat token well! We might as well do this right now, so we can be able to get it. That way, I don't have to worry about leaving behind anything once I exit Lightfoot Village, because I believe that will be your only time you'll ever see that cutscene that shows you how to get back into Lightfoot Village if you leave, and if you forget how to get in there, I would say that you're screwed, but there are other Let's Plays of this game that you can watch so you can know how to even get there. Also, there's a fuel cell, but yeah, you can know how to get back in so you don't have to worry about going back in. So you live in the internet days, so you're not totally screwed. All you just need to do is search up a YouTube video if you forgot. And a firefly that we don't need. Okay. And I'm assuming those crates at the plaza will contain recovery items, and I do believe that they also do respawn every time you enter or leave the village. I do believe that. I could be wrong, but point is that those things are available. In fact, I'm gonna go to them right now to see what they do entail. Okay, boxes, let's see what you got. We got a Dumbledang pod, nothing, and a Puck egg. Worst reward ever! Anyway, so now it's time we go in here. To how do we unlock this? Well, there is the shrine over there, but to unlock it, all we need to do is step on the switch and make sure we stay on it. There's no way we can get Tricky to stay on it because what we want to do is line the totem pole up so that the picture is the same. Okay. Gonna wait till it looks right. Okay. Well, at least it'll give a jingle whether or not you did get it right. Okay. Okay, there we are. Okay. I think what we're trying to form is a snake. Okay. They do start to spin faster the more you do this, so there's that to look forward to. Okay. If it helps, at least you could use the sides of the totem pole to use as a guide to know how to align these things. Okay. 2, 3. Okay, there's one more to go, and it's starting to spin at its fastest. This will take a few tries. There we go! With that, the gate opens, and inside, if we can get to it enough, inside this gate contains our next Krazoa spirit. Next time on Star Fox Adventures, we're going to be going into the shrine to take the test to collect our third Krazoa spirit. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!